Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this Chatusloki, a very important essence of Bhagavad Gita. It is 10th chapter, 8th sloka, 9th, 10th, and 11th. So if you want to memorize, start memorizing these slokas because it's very important and it covers the whole essence of all the Bhagavad Gita, all the 700 verses. So Chatusloki is very, very important. And it summarizes the entire Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So 10.8 summarizes Krishna's opulences, and the result of truly knowing his opulences, one becomes pure devotees. So 10.8 is basically the what does it actually describe? And 10.9 describes something else, and 10 and 11 describes. So you can categorize these 4 slokas into 3 categories. Does anyone know what is it? Sureshwara Sri Krishna Das is Suresh Prabhu, right? Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes,
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, so Prabhu recently got initiated in Mayapur Dham, right? In Kartik, the month of Kartik. Very nice.
Hari Bol Mataji.
Yeah. So it was a very surprise thing, Manjula Mataji. She came to Mangalore to get initiated. But what happened, we went to Mayapur visit and we never expected Guru Maharaj to be there. So Guru Maharaj was there. We got a visit and he came and blessed us and went. Next day, we came to know that he's going to give initiation. And 40 devotees, 40 devotees, we went, 220 devotees went. So in that 40 got initiated in Mayapur. So it was very nice. It was all of a sudden.
Yeah, 40%.
Yeah.
So blessed they are, Mataji. That too in Kartik Mas in Mayapur from Guru Maharaj. So blessed.
Same time, 2 years back, I got initiated in Mayapur. So I was there remembering that. But Suresh Prabhu is very sincere devotee. So
yes, Mataji.
Krishna reciprocates. Okay, nice. So I want all of you to get initiated. Everyone, Ramya Mataji have submitted a form. Ratnangi Mataji got initiated. Then Chidakesha Prabhu is initiated. Manjunila Mataji. Okay, just few more devotees. I think Sneha Mataji and Ramya Mataji from this batch, they have submitted the initiation forms. So
yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so we'll forward it. So soon, wherever Guru Maharaj is organizing the initiation ceremony, you can all go. We'll let you know. But before that, you need to finish the interview and all. Okay? Yeah, qualification, actually, nobody is qualified. When I was going for my second initiation, Brahmanik, I was struggling my Namanishta Prabhu. I'm not qualified. I'm not going for Brahmanik. He's like, no, you don't decide the qualification. Krishna and Guru decides. And we'll be never qualified. Not only this Janma, how many Janmas we take, we'll be never qualified according to the standard of Guru and Gauranga. But for the service, for temple service, or for progressing in Krishna consciousness, for preaching, or to come officially under the Guru, we need to take initiation. So never think we are qualified. We are not actually qualified, but it's a special mercy of Guru and Gauranga. When we become serious in devotional life, Krishna comes out as Guru, right? So we should show Krishna how serious we are. We should not try to see Krishna. Krishna should see us. Now, if there is a new employee in the firm or in a company, and he works so well that the boss will call him, right, to know who that employee is. So the employee need not go to the boss. The boss will come. So similarly comes. Okay, so back to the topic. So this Chatusloki is divided into 3 categories. The main categories in spiritual life, like anything you take, basically everything revolves under 3 categories. Okay, anyone heard about Sambandha? Sambandha, what is the second step? Avideya and Prayojana. Okay, so 3 things: Sambandha, Avideya, and Prayojana. Okay, write and keep. Sambandha means Bandha. What is our relationship with Krishna? What is my relationship with Krishna? Okay, he is my eternal father, Aham Bija Pradapita. Or I am part and parcel of Krishna. Okay, so that is my relationship. So that is what 10.8 sloka will make us understand. Our relationship with Krishna. What was my relationship? We have forgotten it. That's why we are in this material world, and We have to re-establish the lost relationship. So 10.8 is about the sambandha. What is my relationship with Krishna? 10.9 describes about the avideya. The avideya means what is the process to re-establish that lost relationship? How can I re-establish the relationship with Krishna? Right? Bhakti yoga, right? So that's what is 10.9 explains. 10.10 and 11 explains the prayojana, the goal. After doing the process to re-establish the lost relationship, what goal or what am I going to achieve? That is Krishna Prema. So in a shortcut, you can remember like this: Krishna Sambandha, that is my Sambandha with Krishna. Bhakti Avideya, Bhakti is the process. And Prema Prayojana, Prema is the goal. Okay, Krishna Sambandha, Bhakti Avideya, and Prema Prayojana. So these 4 verses describe the Sambandha, Avideya, and Prayojana. Similarly, in Srimad Bhagavatam, if we take 1.1.1, first canto, first chapter, first sloka describes Sambandha, second sloka Avideya, and the third sloka the Prayojana. So you can see this many places, the Sambandha, Avideya, and Prayojana. So we should know this. The practical application is, once we know Lord Krishna is the source of everything, we understand that we have to become his devotee, and we fix our mind and heart in him, and then the Lord will give the knowledge to go back to him. So 10.8 basically says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartade iti matva bhajante ma buddha bhava samanvidaha. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Krishna says he is the source of everything, both material and spiritual. Everything emanates from Krishna. So this is our sambandha with Krishna. And iti matva bhajante ma. After knowing this, what should we do? Bhajan, do devotional service to Krishna. 10.9 says, how can I re-establish the lost relationship? By talking about Krishna. Machitta madgada prana bodhayanda parasparam kadayandasya mam nityam tushyan vichara mandicha. So when I meet devotees, I need to talk about Krishna. I need to talk about the pastimes of Krishna and relation. Tushyandicha, Ramandicha, relish about that. And 10.10 and 11 describes what happens when you do the devotional service. Tesham satati yuktanam bhajanam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti. Krishna residing in your heart, when you go on doing bhajan, Krishna yoga give you the transcendental knowledge to go back home, back to Godhead. Right? So I was recently reading Bhagavatam, and Prabhupada mentions the difference between devotees and non-devotees is that, okay, devotees have faith in Krishna, they call out to Krishna, all that. But the main difference is Krishna gives intelligence to the devotees to go back home, back to God. Krishna will never do that with non-devotee. Non-devotee likes to be in this material world only. They don't want to go back. But for a devotee, Krishna gives the intelligence how to go back home, back to Godhead. If my voice is breaking, please let me know. Some problem. And 10.11 is, when Krishna gives the Buddhi Yoga, then what happens? Teshamevanu kampartam aham ajnanijam tamaha nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhashvata. So Krishna, when he is in our heart and constantly when we are doing devotion service, Tesham eva anukampa. Krishna will give you special mercy. Jnana deepena bhashvata. He gives you the torchlight of knowledge to get out of this material world. Okay, that is through Bhagavad Gita, through spiritual master. So this is how this whole Bhagavad Gita revolves under these 4 slokas. Very easy to learn and memorize. And Krishna, so 10.8 says Krishna is the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabho. Krishna says he's established Krishna as the original source of all spiritual and material world. Not only spiritual, material world also. It's the source. Know this, what happens? One surrenders and engages in devotional service and worships Krishna with one's heart. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartade iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. So when we know Krishna is the source of everything, what happens? We try to engage in his devotional service. So that's why this sloka says about our sambandha with Krishna. What is? We all know God is great, but we don't know how great he is. Prabhupada says that. We don't know how great he is, right? The whole universe, everything is maintained by him. So he is the source of everything. A carpenter might give you a nice chair, table, or etc. But you paid for it, or you gave the ingredients, in the sense the wood and everything. But who is giving you the wood and everything? Krishna, right? If we say that farmers are giving the crops and everything, who is actually giving everything? All the things coming from the earth, everything is coming from Krishna. So he is the source of everything. So aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvar pravritti idi matva bhajanti mam buddha bhava samam. It has a very nice long purport. Please read it. These 4 slokas, you should be like thorough. Read through the purports again and again. Prabhupada says, if you don't understand his books, what should we do? If you don't understand, like especially first canto Bhagavatam, if you read, it's very volatile. Now just flies. Don't remember. Now, what do you do if you don't understand Prabhupada's books or scriptures? What should we do?
Read again and again.
Yeah, read again and again. That's what Prabhupada says. Read again and again, then you will understand. So the problem is with us. We are not reading again and again. That's why we're not understanding. So if anything you don't understand, read again and again. That's what Prabhupada says. Go read on. Going on read. Go on reading, and then Krishna will give you the intelligence, okay, to understand. So Bhagavatam is basically that initially you won't be able to remember anything, but as you keep reading, as you keep falling in love with the scriptures, and as you keep reading, then Bhagavatam will reveal to you. Slowly, you'll start remembering. Okay, and one devotee says, it's good that you're forgetting so that you can read again. So how can one understand this truth about Krishna, that Krishna is the source? Only by hearing from the Shastra through bona fide authorities. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya, and who knows how to apply these teachings, can understand the truth. The result is that one is never deviated from any nonsensical commentaries or by fool. So Prabhupada says in the purport, from various scriptures he quotes to show Krishna as the source of all demigods. So you can use these references when somebody says, why is this ISKCON people behind Krishna, Krishna, Krishna? You don't worship demigods. You don't even go to their temples. Why? So because he is the root. Just what are the root of the tree? Because every Upanishads and everything says Krishna is Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasa Pritya. That's what Chaitanya Charitamrita says. Ekala Ishvara Krishna. There's only one God. That's Krishna. The rest everyone is Pritya. From Bhagavad Gita, any quotes from Bhagavad Gita to show Krishna as the supreme? Anyone remembers anything? Any? Yes? Just even one line would be nice if you don't know the whole sloka. Still, at least the meaning to show that Krishna is the source or the supreme. Yes, Manjari Mataji.
Mataji, that is Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Bija Prada.
Aham Bija Prada Pita. Good.
Pidamaha. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So that is one sloka that Krishna says he is the seed of seed giving father. Sarvadharma Paritijya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Krishna says, yes, Suresh Prabhu. So he says yes to surrender only to Krishna. And which the verse he says he is the source of demigods. Aham Adirhi Devana, Krishna says, and shows in the universal form that he is the source of demigods. Yes, Prabhu. Sutre Manigane. Matta Paradanam Nanye Kinjitasti Dhanajaya Mai Sarvamitam Protam. Sutre Manigana. Very nice quote. Matta Paradanam Nanye. Krishna says there's nobody equal to or greater than Krishna. Nice. So all these verses says that Krishna is the supreme. Good. Okay. So
Mataji also
yes,
Vedashya Sarvaraham Veda Vedyo, and that also Mataji.
Yeah, Vedasya Sarverahameva Vedo Veda Veda Videva Shaham. So Krishna says, out of all the Vedas, he's to be known, right?
Also 10.10 Mataji Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarva Bhuta Shaya Sthite.
Good. Yes. So
I am seated in the heart of all living. I am the beginning, middle, and end of all beings.
Yes. Very nice. Okay. So this is the different quotes from the Shastras, from Bhagavad Gita. And from Brahma Samhita also he says, no? Any quote from Brahma Samhita? Brahma Samhita. What's the first verse? Nobody remembers? Ishvara Parama Krishna.
Krishna Satchidananda
Radhiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam.
Very nice, Dikshit. Good. Yeah. So Ishvara Parama Krishna. He is the Ishvara of Parama, like everyone. And Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all cause. So that's from Brahma Samhita. From Bhagavad Gita, we got so many verses. From Chaitanya Charitamrita we saw Ekala Ishvara Krishna Rasabhritya. From Bhagavatam also it says, Ete Chamsa Kala Pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indriyari Vaikulam Loke Hridayanti Yuge Yuge. So Ete Chamsa Kala Pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. What do you mean by Swayam Bhagavan? Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. Means what? Why is that word Swayam? It can be just Krishnastu Bhagavan, but it's given Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Yes, Shriya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, it means that Krishna is not incarnation of any god, but he
Very
himself
nice.
is the real.
Yeah, so that means he is not a made god by anyone, or he doesn't have a source, in the sense he is the source of everything. And also it means, one more thing, it means Sarva Karana Karanam, self-made. Yes, nobody had to make Krishna god, or he didn't become god by meditation. When he was born itself, he's already god before that also. And it says he's a samam bonam, in the sense there is no one other than him, one without a second. That's what it means. He's Swayam Bhagavan. So there are differences from different shastras to quote Krishna is the supreme. Gopal Tapani Upanishad says Krishna is the beginning. The beginning gave the knowledge to Brahma. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavye. So before that, who was there? Only Krishna was there. No? Narayana Upanishad says Supreme Person Narayan decided to create living entities. There's Brahma, Patriyas, Indra, Vasus, Rudras, Adityas, all were born. And Narayana is an expansion of Krishna. Yeah, omnipotent. This sentence is very, very important. Narayana is just an expansion of Krishna. Prabhupada says there's so many places. So sometimes they say, no, Krishna is an avatar of Narayana, Vishnu. That's what's commonly heard. But no, here it says Narayana is the expansion of Krishna. Mahabharata also says in the beginning of creation, there was only Krishna. Okay, Govindam Adi Purusham, he is, right? And Narayana is the supreme personality order from whom Lord Brahma, Father Lord Shiva is born. Varaha Purana also says. So Prabhupada concludes by saying that avoid unauthorized commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, whereas some foolish commentators describe Krishna as an ordinary man. Thus one should proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination. So 10.8 says the Sanda, our relationship with Krishna. 10.9 is about the symptoms of pure devotees. Machitta Madgada Prana Bodhayanda Parasparam. So when devotees meet, what happens? They constantly talk about Krishna and they relish it. Pushyandicha Ramandicha, they're so happy. Now we all have come together to talk about whom? Krishna only, no? And we don't get bored. Every time, every Janmashtami, we hear the same pastime. Krishna appearing. Do we get bored? No. Because it's Navayavanam cha. Krishna is always fresh. His pastimes also. And so Krishna becomes life and soul of such devotees and constantly relish hearing and discussing about Krishna. So this is the avideya, okay, bhakti. So the first thing, what is the first process in bhakti? When you start bhakti,
Maranam.
Shraddha.
Faith,
Maranam.
Mataji.
first
Shraddha.
step,
Shravanam.
Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, right? First is Shravanam. We all came, we heard about Krishna from our Shiksha Gurus. First is Shravanam. So the devotees, what they have done, they constantly relish hearing and discussing about Krishna. It says that, Prabhupada says, if you hear nicely, you can be a good teacher, in the sense, lecturer. You can, Smaranam comes third. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Okay. And Sevanam, Pada Sevanam and all come last in the process. First is Shravanam. First we hear about Krishna, his holy name, his pastime. So hearing is very, very important. So Krishna becomes the life and soul of devotees and they start discussing. So devotees in two stages of devotional service. First stage, they relish the transcendental pleasure from service itself. In mature stage, they are always situated in the love of God and thus relish the highest perfection, which is exhibited by the Lord in his abode. Okay, so devotional service is the bhakti is compared to a Bhakti Lada Beej by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Does anyone know the analogy? Go to the second para of the 10.9 verse. Yes, you got it? Bhakti is compared to a Bhakti Lada Beej, in a sense, a plant by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what is it? Who's going to plant it? Where is it planted? What happens? What do you do to make the plant grow? What do you put for it? What is the water and sunlight for the plant? And where does the plant grow? And where does it go and fructify when flowers and fruits come? Very, very important analogy. This is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita also. Yes, Madhya Leela. 9 people. Who knows? Just go through the.
Grows into the Brahmajyoti effulgence.
Now, what is this plant, Bhaktilata beach? Yes,
Devotional service, Mataji.
yeah, what happens?
By chanting, the plant grows. By chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, the plant.
Who's giving the seed? Who's the gardener? Where is it being planted? The seed is sown where? Nobody is reading.
The devotional service is the seed, Mataji.
The bhakti, okay. Who is giving the seed? Who gives the seed? He gave the clue also, 10.9, sloka, paragraph number 2.
It is sown in the heart of the living entity.
Very good. Yeah, it's sown in the heart of the living entity. So the living entity is the gardener. Now, who gives that seed? Guru, okay? Brahmande Brahmite Konok Bhagyavanji, Guru Krishna Kripai Pai Bhakti Lada beach. So Guru and Krishna together gives us the beach. So you got the bija, that means the seed. From first Shiksha Guru would have given you the seed. Now, you become a gardener. Then you dig your heart and plant the seed. And as Mataji said, you have to water the seed by devotional service, that is Shravanam and Kirtana. Then what happens, Ratnagi Mataji? Where does it grow?
Then it grows into the Brahma Jyoti, into the spiritual sky.
Spiritual sky. And where does it take shelter? Yes, spiritual
Goloka
sky.
Vrindavana.
Goloka Vrindavan, it to the lotus feet of Radha Krishna. And then there it fructifies and fruit and flower comes. Okay, so this is what it is compared to. So you can see. Now Chaitanya compares the transcendental devotional service to sowing of the seed in the heart of a living entity. Okay, rare fortune to get the seed. Brahmande Brahmite Kono Bhagyavanji. So we are also Bhagyavan, so fortunate. Bhagyavan is not the lottery or whatever, so much money you get, no? All this bumpers and all. No, it's not that Bhagya. Bhagya is actually to get bhakti. If somebody is in Krishna consciousness, that person is the most fortunate. I feel so. It's not just a material thing. Somebody is a big karmi and has a lot of big cars and properties and gold and everything. He's not fortunate. Actually, who's fortunate is somebody who's a devotee. Because Brahmande Brahmite, so many universes we have taken different species of life and come to the human form of life very, very rarely. And then we are fortunate to get the Bhakti Lata beach, very rare to get it, right? And after so many traveling, we meet a pure devotee. So whom did we meet? Srila Prabhupada, definitely, and his representative. And we get a chance to practice devotional service. So this is the verse, Brahmande Brahmite Kona Bhagavanji, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lada beach. So we need both, Guru and Krishna. Now you got the Bhakti Lada beach. So Bhakti Lada, it's very tender. This devotional service is not a big tree or something. It's very tender. It's a creeper. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compares the bhakti or devotional service to a creeper. And once you get the seed, you are the gardener and you sow it in your heart. So we have to water the seed regularly, hearing and chanting Hare Krishna. Just imagine you put 1 bucket of water today and then for 10 days you're not watering the plant. What will happen to the seed? It will dry. That's what is happening to our bhakti. It's just moving so slow. Why? Because we're not regularly watering it. So watering, that is hearing and chanting Hare Krishna, here, Shravanam and Kirtana should be done regularly. Then what happens? Or reading Prabhupada's book, Shastras, everything should be done regularly. Not like today I finished 1 chapter, for 10 days I don't even touch Prabhupada's books. No. Then the Bhakti Lata beach will dry. So slowly you should water it every day regularly. And the seed will fructify and grows. It penetrates the material universe. It reaches the Brahmajyoti and grows more, reaches the highest plan of Goloka Vrindavan and takes shelter under the lotus feet of Krishna and rests there. That is the prayojana, the goal. Then we get prema bhakti, where it bears the fruits and flowers and the watering process should go on. That means you become uttama bhakta and you get prema bhakti. Shraddha, sadhu, sangha, bhajana, you go to prema stage, bhava and prema. Then it fructifies. Then gradually, and then last one, become fully absorbed in love of Godhead. One cannot live a moment without without the Lord. That's fish out of water. At this stage, devotee attains transcendental qualities in contact with the Lord. So you are growing the nice plant. It's very creeper. So why is devotional service compared to a creeper? I mean, or if I say a creeper needs some stick, to grow around. It can't just grow. It might be on the floor, but if it has to go up and pierce the material universe and go to Goloka, it needs some support. What is that support when you do devotional service?
Guru Ashraya.
That is our
Devotion-
Guru, spiritual master.
Spiritual master gave you the seed.
Devotional service?
Service is the plant, the creeper.
Association with devotees.
Association,
Mataji.
very, very nice. Good. Yeah, that's association of devotees. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Hai, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoi, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha. If you have lava, you know how much is lava? You have to associate with sadhus. And Lava Matra Sadhu, if you associate lava, then Sarva Siddhi
Little.
Hoi. Huh?
Little Mataji.
A minute?
Lava means for us in like we call it as kshana, half of that seconds, Mataji.
It's not half, it's 1/11th of a second. Okay.
Ah,
So-
okay, okay.
Yeah, 1 second is like this, but 1/11th of a second, that is lava. So if you associate 1/11th of a second with a sadhu, a pure devotee, then you get all good. So association is that stick. We need association of devotees. Without that, we can't go ahead. Okay. Now, when you are a nice gardener, you're putting a fence around your Bhaktilata beach, you're watering it, and nicely it's growing. It's going to reach Gologa and it's going to fruitify and flower, and you're going to Prema Bhakti, and all that is happening. Some weeds are growing. Okay, weeds are growing. So when some weeds grow, what you do, you have to pluck it out. Otherwise, all the manure, the fertilizing, water, everything, the weeds will take, and the weeds will grow better than your Bhaktilata beach. Now you have to take away the weeds. So what are the weeds in devotional service? Then you won't be knowing. There are 6 weeds. One is Kutinati. Kutinati means duplicity. To be a nice devotee at the temple, but then at home and a different character. No, that should not happen. So duplicity. Kutinati. And Jiva Himsa, killing other animals and causing harm to others. Then Nishita Ajar, not following the 4 regulative principles. And Mana, Puja, and Pratishta. It comes together. That is wanting some position and fame and everything in Krishna. These are some weeds which we have taken. Now, when you're growing the Bhaktilata beach, a mad elephant can come and crush your Bhaktilata beach. It might have grown so much, it was about to reach Goloka, but a mad elephant will come and uproot your Bhaktilata beach. So what is that mad elephant which can uproot, destroy your Bhakti?
Lust, Mataji.
Desires.
Last desires are of small elephants. This is a big elephant.
Association with non-devotees.
Even that is not so dangerous.
Pride, Mataji, pride.
No, that doesn't destroy the Bhaktilata beach. It might cause little harm. Something related with association only.
Vaishnava Aparad.
Very good. Excellent. Yeah, Vaishnava Aparad. Ahati Mata. So Vaishnava Aparad, when you do Aparad, offense to the Vaishnavas, right? Then what happens? The whole Bhaktilata beach can get crushed. It's like Hati Mata. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says it's like a mad elephant. So we should be very, very careful when we do devotional service, not to commit any offense to any Vaishnavas. So that's a very nice comparison. This will come as your Bhakti Shastri question. Mark it and study this. What are the analogies? Why is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comparing the Bhaktilata beach to what? And where does it pierce and go? And where it takes shelter? What is the watering of the Bhaktilata beach compared to Shravanam and Kirtanam? And what are all this, that whole paragraph? You need to concentrate and study the whole thing. You just keep reading. It's very nice to read that Bhaktilata beach. So that's again Bhakti Shastri level question. So realized devotees in Krishna consciousness relish discussing and hearing about Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? Because Srimad Bhagavatam is discussing about Krishna and his devotees. So Srimad Bhagavatam Pramana Mamalam Yat Vaishnavanam Priyam. So Vaishnavas like Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why we have Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. Srimad Bhagavatam Purana Amalam Yat Vaishnavanam Priyam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a spotless Purana and it's more dear to the Vaishnavas because it describes pure and supreme knowledge of Paramahamsas. Bhagavatam is basically a nectarian narration about transcendental relationship between Krishna and the Lord, devotee and his Lord and his devotees, and is free from dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So this is transcendental narration. Relay souls take pleasure in such literatures. So analogy is a young boy and girl take pleasure in their association, right? A young girl likes to meet a young boy. So it's natural, no? Attraction is natural. Similarly, a pure devotee, when he talks about Krishna, his attraction is natural. So that is the, you can see an analogy, a Bhakti Shastri question again, saying that realized soul in Krishna consciousness take continual pleasure in hearing transcendental literatures, just as a young boy and girl take pleasure in their association. Okay. So that's about the Videya, the process. 10.10 is about the Prayojana, the goal. So Krishna gives intelligence to his devotees. So the joy that a pure devotee experiences by glorifying Krishna. So this is Tesham Sarvi Yuktana, Vajadam Pridipurvaham, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upayante. So Krishna gives the Buddhi Yoga, which to go back to him. So Krishna gives them the intelligence. So previous verse describes how devotees worship Krishna. This verse and next verse describes Krishna's reciprocation with his devotees. And activities of pure devotees are given in previous text, attract Krishna's mercy, who guides the devotee back to Godhead. So action in Krishna consciousness is a sign of highest intelligence. Buddhi means intelligence. Yoga means mystic activities or mystic elevation. Thus, Buddhi Yoga is a process by which one gets out of the entanglement of the material world. The ultimate goal of progress is Krishna. People do not know this. Therefore, the association of devotees and a bona fide spiritual master is important. So Krishna gives the intelligence. Intelligence in the sense, Krishna will tell us to attend classes. Krishna will tell us to chant the holy name, to associate with devotees. He gives you the intelligence, right? He will make you understand slowly, like what is good for your process to go back home, back to Godhead. So when one knows, Krishna gave any example of Krishna giving intelligence in the Shastra? Any example you remember?
Dhruv Maharaj.
Very nice. Dhruv Maharaj. So when Krishna, through his mother, instructed Dhruv Maharaj to go to the forest and meditate, and sends Narad Muni also. Narad Muni initiates him with the mantra and goes to the forest. And Krishna only is making Dhruv Maharaj do the austerities and penances. Very good. Yes. Then
Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad, Krishna gives the intelligence to his mother to go to Narad Muni, hear about Krishna. And again, Prahlad started. So Krishna's intelligence, Krishna giving the intelligence to Prahlad. What about Ajamila? Did Krishna give intelligence to Ajamila? Any idea?
Yes, Mataji. When he was about to leave his body, he heard the discussion between Yamadutas and Vishnudutas, and he realized his mistake. And because of his devotional service and Krishna's mercy only, he could keep his son's name also as Narayana. So he could finish his devotional service, and he was eligible to go to Vishnu Loka, Mataji, after that.
Yes. So that is, as Mataji said, the first intelligence Krishna gave is keep his son's name Narayan. Actually, they said that when Ajamila kept his son Narayan, his all sins got destroyed. At that moment, when he kept the son's name Narayan, that time itself his sins got destroyed. So Ajamila didn't go back to Godhead just like that. Continuously kept on calling Narayan all his life to that son. But even at the end, who was giving that intelligence to Ajamila? Krishna, right? To name his son Narayan. At the end, Krishna only gave him the intelligence to call out to him. So all that, yes, he repented and all that. So Krishna in our heart definitely will give us the Buddhi Yoga. Okay, when one knows the goal and seeks completely in Krishna consciousness and devotional service, he's acting Buddhi Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. So importance of working for Krishna means qualification is that a person always engage himself in Krishna consciousness and with love and devotion render all kind of services. We should perform some sort of work for Krishna, and that work should be done with love. So if a devotee is not intelligent enough to make progress on the path of self-realization, but is sincere, devoted, then Krishna will give a chance to make him progress and ultimately attain. So when you keep doing, then what happens? Krishna destroys the ignorance. Teshamevanukampatam aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami atmabhavasto jnana deepena bhashvata. So Krishna gives the torchlight of knowledge through your guru, through the scriptures, guru, sadhu, and shastra. Okay. So many learned scholars have put forward the philosophy of devotion. Even if a devotee is not in religion, take advantage of the literatures. If he is sincere, he is helped by Krishna himself within his heart. And only qualification is we have to carry out devotional service in full Krishna consciousness. And Krishna will reveal the knowledge in your heart. So when darkness is removed, the Lord is pleased and everything is automatically provided by the Lord. Okay. So as the Lord takes charge, one becomes completely free from all kind of materialistic endeavors. So Krishna gives you the knowledge. Okay, it is said here that Krishna will remove the darkness from everyone and give us your devotional service. So that's a breakout room here. It is given a statement that devotees are in the darkness of ignorance and are philosophical named sentimentalists. Respond to the statement with reference to point 11. Okay. So go through, after that I'll post the attendance link after the breakout room. So just see the statement. What is the statement about? And how do you comment on the statement? Okay, that devotees are sentimentalists and all that. And take from the purport what Srila Prabhupada posted in the chat. Question. We can have just 2 breakout rooms. And we quickly come back. Okay. Go to 10.11 verse.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So all are back.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
We'll just close the rooms. Okay. So, wait. Okay, so we'll discuss. Yeah. So who likes to speak first? Room number 1 or 2? Yeah, I'll post that. Right? Yeah, you
I'll
can
speak.
start. Yes, Shriya Mataji.
Here it says that devotees are in the darkness of ignorance and are philosophically naive sentimentalists. This is what Mayavadis usually say about devotees, which is said by Prabhupada in the purport that this is not true. Because devotees, according to Mayavadis, devotees are in darkness of ignorance because they think that devotees think they're very sentimentalist and they become very affectionate towards the devotion and bhakti, and they don't read scriptures and all that. But however, Prabhupada says in the purport that this is devotees put forward the philosophy of bhakti, even if they are not qualified, even if they don't have education, they don't have scriptural knowledge, they are not taking advantage of the spiritual master, they still have love for God, and they show it through their bhakti. And Krishna clarifies this, and Krishna himself says that I will give knowledge. Even if you don't have education about the scriptures, it's okay, because I will give you knowledge. I will give you knowledge in the form of, bhakti, in the form of your heart. I will reveal it in your heart. This is what it says, Mataji. And yeah, we've been coming here for millions of years, and our ignorance can only be removed by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, which is also mentioned in the purport, that only by chanting and showing devotion to Krishna, our ignorance can be removed. Knowledge is not that important. That's it.
Okay. So what about the other room?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Room number 2. Yes, Deeksha Prabhu.
The given statement is about the idea of Mayavadis, that they just say that devotees believe anyone easily, and sometimes they may be guided by a wrong path. But what Shastras mention is that one should have a deep desire to please Krishna, and one should be very sincere in his activities to impress Krishna. Although he may take shelter of a bogus guru, or he may not read the scripture, anyhow, just a sincerity in his service can lead to brightening of his devotional service. As that it is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Krishna is compared to sun and Maya is compared to darkness. If the sun is there, there is no talk of darkness, such that although darkness may be there while executing the devotional service, gradually Krishna will give him the knowledge to come back to Godhead. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So yes, so that verse is where Krishna says, no, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Krishna Surya Sama Maya Vaya Andhakar Yaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Ra Adhikar. So Krishna Surya Sama. Krishna is compared to Surya, sun, and Maya Vaya Andhakar. Maya is darkness. So wherever there is sun, there is no darkness. So Yaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Ra Adhikar. So Maya can't touch us when we with Krishna. So so I put that in a spell it. Devotees are in the darkness of ignorance, as Mother said, it's like the Mayavadi concept of the non-devotees. He also says this, and philosophically a sentimentalist. So, two things is there, religion and also philosophy. Now, if we do only religion, okay, and you don't know the philosophy at all, that is called what? You're chanting, you're going to temple, all that, but you don't know the philosophy. You don't know that you are not this body, you're spirit soul. You don't know about transmigration. You don't know anything about the philosophy of Krishna consciousness.
Religious rituals?
Rituals, okay. But more than that, what is it actually? Religious rituals, actually, they follow the Vedas. They follow the scriptures. But these people, they don't know anything in the scriptures. So they're called as sentimentalists. In the sense, like Sahajiyas, you can call. Like they just dress up like gopis and they worship Krishna. And all, but they don't know anything. They don't read the scriptures. They don't follow any guru. They don't have a bona fide spiritual master. Right? Those who have gone to Vrindavan would have seen, like, I don't know whether Mataji says she dresses up as Radharani and she dances. She carries Krishna with her wherever she goes. Call herself. So in that way, that's actually a Sahajiyas, in the sense, didn't read the scriptures, don't have a guru, all that. Now you have philosophy, okay? You know your Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav, so many degrees, but you're not religious. You don't chant, you don't follow Ekadashi, or you don't worship Krishna, nothing. Then what is it called?
Speculating or just?
Yes, Mataji?
Is it like speculating?
Yeah, yes, mental speculation. Very good. So that's called mental speculation. In the sense, it's just so much philosophy, you're mentally speculating, it might be that, it might this, but you don't do any devotion. So Prabhupada says we should not be neither sentimentalists nor mental speculators. We should be devotees. In the sense, a devotee should be religious as well as good in philosophy. That's why we have all these degrees and everything, right? Reading scriptures. Why is reading scriptures important, or why is philosophy important? So that we don't fall down, so that our faith in Krishna increases, so that we are in Nishta stage. In the sense, we become fixed in Krishna consciousness. Whatever happens, no matter what happens, ups and downs in life, we don't forget Krishna. So philosophy is also important to understand we are not this body, we are spirit soul. After all, I don't belong to this material world. I need to go back, so that you become serious in devotion. So both is important. We should not be only philosophically oriented and not doing religious thing, or we should not be only religious sentimentalist. So both are important. So here, this is a wrong statement given by Mayavadis and non-devotees, that devotees are just in ignorance and philosophically sentimentalists. That's actually wrong. And because they think Bhakti is for the weaker section and Bhakti is for somebody who doesn't like to work. And so many comments you would have heard from your relatives, friends and family, like, what is this, all time waste and all that. So when people keep saying that, oh, she's just sentimentalist, but that's not how the devotees are. We're actually intelligent people, actually knowing the goal of life and trying to solve the main problems in life as birth, death, old age, and disease. So this is a wrong statement which is put. And as you all said, yes, Krishna will give the intelligence to go back to him. Right? If we are not good in philosophy, still Krishna will help from within if we are sincere. That's what Krishna says, right, in the sloka. You could fill the attendance form, no problem. Mataji shared it.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So did you all have the open book assessment for module 2 for chapter 8 and 9? Okay, I need to post it now.
Chapter 8 over.
No, 8 is it done?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, that's it. So 2 chapters together, I'll select one. So in the sense, after module 1, that is chapter 7, we had chapter 8 and 9. So together we'll have only one question. From chapter 8 and 9, only one question from chapter 8. So that is done. So I need to correct it now. So now after 9 and 10, we'll have one more open book. And after 12 chapters, we'll have a closed book. And start studying the slokas, important slokas. Okay. So start memorizing the slokas also. Read the purport. And it's the Chatusloki is a separate class actually. That's why I took only Chatusloki today. Please read the purport. If you read the Chatusloki 10.8, 9, 10, 11, you know the whole Bhagavad Gita. The whole Bhagavad Gita is summarized in these 4 slokas. So please read the purport. Okay. So if you read the purport, these analogies and all is very important and nice. If you mark it and keep, then it's easy for your closed book exam. You don't have to prepare separately. You read itself, you know the analogies and all. Okay. Okay, I think today we can close here. Any questions? Anything to add?
Mataji, the next class will be on chapter 10 only, or we'll have some test?
No, chapter 10.
Okay.
Because I'm-
Mataji, the Bhakti Lata Bij, you said the Guru gives the seed and the
Ah.
devotional service helps the creeper to grow, and the association
Associ-
helps.
Association is actually helping the creeper to go. Devotional service is the watering. Shravanam and Kirtanam is the watering of the Bhakti Lata Bij. Okay. Which helps the devotional service to grow is association. That stick on which the Bhakti Lata Bij grows is the association. You need not know the weeds and all. That and all is extra things I added, but only this much you should know that Bhakti Lata Bij is compared to a creeper, and association is the support, and watering and hearing. Shravanam and Kirtanam is the watering of the Bhakti Lata Bij. Then it pierces the material world, goes to the spiritual world, and takes shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. From there, fruits and flowers comes. That is the Prema Bhakti. Okay, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compares the Bhakti to the beach, with the Bhakti Lata Beach.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Like we are doing this Bhishma Panchaka no Mataji. So
Yeah.
after Tulsi Maharani's Vivaha, should we break the fast in the night? That is like, I think India it is today, for us it is tomorrow Mataji. So could we break the fast at the night by taking the prasadam of the Vivaha Mahotsava, whatever we have, or should we
Yeah.
break it next day Mataji?
You can break on that day itself.
Okay, Mataji.
Some break on the next day.
Yeah.
You can discuss with the local devotees also.
Yeah, I had little confusion, Mataji. Yes.
Some break tomorrow, some after that. That's okay. Anyway, it's after sunset, so no problem there. The whole 5 days is over.
Yes, Mataji.
We don't have Tulsi Shalagram because some temples where Radharani is there, they don't celebrate Tulsi and Shalagram. So, okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, one problem what I face while reading books is that vocabulary, Prabhupada's vocabulary and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj vocabulary is too rich that when reading the first purport of Brahma Samhita, it was like Greek or Latin. Every words were new and it was really tough for me to read. So how can I overcome this, Mataji? Because for some text, Prabhupada's lectures are not available for some texts, Mataji. So
yeah, so even Bhakti Siddhanta essays and Prabhupada's vocabulary is so good that sometimes devotees need like a dictionary to translate those to get the real meaning. So some commentaries will be there by Srila Prabhupada or by some of his disciples. You can go through that also, about Brahma Samhita. So if you're not able to follow the whole this thing, the commentary by Siddhanta. So whatever Prabhupada has given us, that you can read. But Prabhupada have not commented on Brahma Samhita because his guru have already given it. Okay, but you can see some simplified verses in the sense purports by Prabhupada's other disciples. Okay, otherwise sometimes it is tough. Or you can hear some lectures based on that. Samhita. That Prabhupada would have made it simplified to know the meaning. Okay, so when you read Prabhupada's books, actually Prabhupada have not given any commentary on Brahma Samhita because his guru has given, so you should not offend his guru, so he didn't do that. But then you can read other Prabhupada's book, which is simplified and written. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita and all that. So Prabhupada has given so much in a simple way. Okay, so that is one thing. You can hear lecture also, Prabhu, based on that. In lectures, Prabhupada don't use much. What happens when he take a lecture, all common people also come. So Prabhupada keeps it very simplified. But when the books are written, it's for actually devotees. So he makes it a little strong. So you can hear the lectures. Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you for joining. I think we can close here. Mancha kalpatarubhasya kripasindhubhya paridhana pavane bhavishnu Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.